Hello and welcome to Kathleen Color. Lavender Haze by Taylor Swift is one of the top trending songs, and today I'm going to show you 2 looks I created from the video. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Let's get started. For the first look, I started with e.l.f.'s Putty Primer and pressed it into my skin for a flawless finish. Next, to even out my skin tone, I used Lancome's Tinted Ultra Wear Care and Glow Foundation. To set my makeup and blur imperfections, I used Laura Mercier's translucent powder all over my face with a big fluffy brush. For a healthy glow, I added e.l.f.'s blush in Bora Bora with my fingertips and then blended it with a brush. For radiance, I used Lancome's Dual Finish Highlighter in Sparkling Peach on the tops of my cheekbones and on the Cupid's bow. I swiped NARS Creamy Concealer all over my eyes to even up the pigment and create a smooth canvas for eyeshadow. Using the ColourPop palette in Enchanted, I swiped Vine from lash to brow. I then dipped my brush in Toad and pressed it into my lids. I layered it a couple times for more intensity. For shape and definition, I used the color Fair Care in my crease. I then used Berry Pickin' on my lids to brighten. For instant sparkle, I dipped my finger into Shapeshifter and placed it all over my lids. To give my eyes Taylor's smoky effect, I used Lancome's Stylo waterproof pencil in Noir and swiped it across my upper lash line. I also put it in the Waterwell and on my lower lash line. I then took a brush and smudged the black lines to give my eyes a smoky look, both on top and bottom. To clean up the edges and catch fallout, I used NARS Creamy Concealer under my eyes and on the inner corner to smooth and brighten. To finish the eye look, I put Lancome's Idole Mascara on my bottom lashes. My top lashes already had do-it-yourself lash extensions. If you'd like more info on DIY lash extensions, click on my video in the notes below. For brows, I used Lancome's Powdery Pencil in Dark Blonde. To complete my look, I used Lancome's El Absolu Rouge lipstick in French Tea and lined my lips with Lancome's Sheer Chocolate. I then applied Lancome's Juicy Tube lip gloss in Hallucination. And of course, you can't do a Taylor Swift look without her signature bangs. So I used a fun, non-committal bang hairpiece. Just adjust, clip, and smooth. And here's the final look. For my second look, I started with Lancome's La Bosse Pro primer and put it all over my face to smooth and fill in pores. Next, I used Dior's Forever Skin Glow foundation to even out my skin tone. I set my makeup and brushed Laura Mercier's translucent powder all over my skin for a blurred, smooth appearance. For blush, I used e.l.f.'s Putty Primer in Bora Bora on the apples of my cheeks. For radiance, I used Lancome's Dual Finish Highlighter on the tops of my cheekbones. I used the ColourPop palette in Enchanted and started with the color Shapeshifter and with my fingers smoothed it onto my lids. I then wrapped it under my eyes for framing. Next, for shape and definition, I used Vine in my crease. To bump up the look, I placed Toad on my lids. And for even more sparkle, I used Magic Maker with my fingers on top. This really glams up the look. For brightness, I used Laura Mercier's Caviar Stick in Sugar Frost in my inner corners. I then used magnetic eyeliner from Ari Shine on the top of my lash line from inner corner to outer corner. And while it was drying, I used Lancome's Stylo waterproof liner in Prune on my lower waterline. I filled in my brows with Lancome's Shaping Pencil in Dark Blonde. Magnetic lashes came next. If you want more information on magnetic lashes, check out my video in the notes below. To clean up edges and shadow fallout, I used NARS Creamy Concealer to smooth and brighten. I added L'Oreal's Telescopic Mascara to my lower lash line to complete the eye look. For lips, I applied Lancome's lipstick in Jezebel and lined them with Revlon's Color Stay Liner in Chocolate. And here's the final look. This this is my version of Lavender Haze. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at Kathleen Color. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Remember, life is better in color.